Your favorite WNBA player, the one who's been dominating the league, might not be wearing the same jersey next season. The latest trade rumors could completely flip the script, and we're breaking it all down right now. Don't blink, because these moves are going to shake up the league in ways you won't expect. Stick with me because we're diving into the latest trade rumors and what they could mean for the WNBA's biggest stars. From MVPs to rising talents, we're talking Brianna Stewart, Kahleah Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, and more. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how your favorite teams could be transformed next season. Ready? Let's go. Brianna Stewart. Will she return to Seattle? Let's start with Brianna Stewart. She had an MVP caliber season with the New, pushing them to the finals. Despite their loss to the Las Vegas Aces, Stewart's performance was nothing short of legendary. She averaged 23 points and 9.3 rebounds per game in the playoffs, numbers that show she's one of the most dominant players in the league today. Now, the rumor mill is buzzing that her former team, the Seattle Storm, wants her back. What's Seattle offering? They're ready to part with multiple first-round draft picks and young talent. Think about it. Seattle is trying to rebuild after Sue Bird's retirement, and who better to lead that new era than Stewart? But here's where things get even more interesting. The Las Vegas Aces, fresh off their championship win, are reportedly interested in creating a super team by pairing Stewart with Kahleah Wilson. Imagine that duo, 2 MVPs on one team. If that happens, the Aces could go on a dynasty run, dominating the league for years to come. But will the Liberty let Stewart go without a fight? And could Seattle really offer enough to tempt her back? Kahleah Wilson, the MVP on the trade block. Speaking of Kahleah Wilson, this one's hard to believe, but here's what's happening. Wilson, the 2-time MVP and cornerstone of the Las Vegas Aces, could potentially be traded. Yes, even after leading her team to back-to-back championships. Let's break down why this rumor has legs. Teams like the Washington Mystics and Dallas Wings are circling. Washington is looking for a new star to build around after Elena Delle Donne's injury issues, and they're offering a combination of veteran talent and future draft picks. Dallas, on the other hand, is stacked with young talent, and they could offer a blockbuster trade to add Wilson to their rising squad. Why would the Aces even consider this? Well, it's all about long-term planning. Wilson is heading into her prime, and the Aces may see an opportunity to capitalize on her trade value while building for the future. The question is, would they really break up a championship team? A move like this could shake the league, and if Wilson lands in Washington or Dallas, we could be looking at a major power shift in the WNBA. Sabrina Ionescu, a potential blockbuster move. Next up is Sabrina Ionescu. We all know her as the face of the New York Liberty and one of the league's most promising young stars. Last season, she averaged 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, showcasing her all-around game. Plus, who could forget her record-breaking triple-double in the All-Star game? But here's the catch. The Phoenix Mercury, a team in the middle of a rebuild, is reportedly interested in making a huge trade for Ionescu. Phoenix sees Ionescu as the perfect leader to guide their next era, especially with veterans like Diana Taurasi nearing retirement. What's Phoenix offering? Word is, they're willing to part with key players like Sophie Cunningham and multiple future first-round picks to get Ionescu. That's a bold move, but if the Liberty are serious about keeping Brianna Stewart, they may need to make tough decisions. And that could mean letting go of Ionescu. Imagine Ionescu teaming up with Brittany Griner and a young core in Phoenix. That would be a game changer for both teams. Kahleah Copper, Chicago's franchise player on the move. Let's talk about Kahleah Copper, the finals MVP who helped the Chicago Sky win their first WNBA title in 2021. Copper is the heart and soul of the Sky, known for her fierce competitiveness and ability to take over games, especially when it matters most. But with Chicago possibly entering a rebuild, rumors are swirling that Copper might be on the move. The Washington Mystics and Atlanta Dream are reportedly offering a lot to bring her in. Washington wants to pair Copper with Elena Delle Donne for a 1-2 punch, while Atlanta sees her as the leader they need to make a deep playoff run. Copper's scoring and defensive abilities make her one of the most sought-after players in the league. She averaged 18 points per game this past season and is an elite two-way player. If Chicago decides to trade her, they'll likely demand a mix of draft picks and young talent in return. But for Copper, a move to either Washington or Atlanta could put her in a position to compete for another title. Napheesa Collier, Lynx's star up for grabs. Now, we can't ignore the trade rumors surrounding Napheesa Collier. She's been the backbone of the Minnesota Lynx, a versatile forward who can do it all. score, defend, and lead. Last season, she averaged 21 points and 8 rebounds, establishing herself as one of the league's best all-around players. But with the Lynx in a rebuilding phase, teams like the Indiana Fever and Dallas Wings are interested in acquiring her. Indiana in particular sees Kahleah as the perfect player to lead their young core into the playoffs. They're offering a package of draft picks and promising young players in exchange for Kahleah. For Minnesota, this could be the deal that accelerates their rebuild. But trading Kahleah would be a huge decision. She's not just a star on the court, she's a fan favorite and the face of the franchise. It'll be interesting to see if the Lynx are willing to part with their most valuable player. Jewell Loyd, Seattle's scoring machine on the move. Finally, let's dive into the rumors about Jewell Loyd. After leading the WNBA in scoring last season, Loyd has become one of the most talked about names in trade discussions. Seattle's Storm is in a rebuilding mode after Sue Bird's retirement. And while Loyd is their top player, some believe the Storm might trade her to gather future assets. The Los Angeles Sparks and Connecticut Sun are reportedly interested in adding Loyd to their roster. Imagine Loyd alongside Nneka Ogwumike in LA, or teaming up with Alyssa Thomas in Connecticut. These moves would instantly make either team a title contender. But trading Loyd would be a bold move for Seattle. She averaged over 24 points per game and has been the focal point of their offense. Losing her could signal a complete rebuild, but if they receive enough draft picks and young talent, it could be the start of a new era for the Storm. Alright, I want to know what you think. Which of these trade rumors could actually happen? Are you rooting for your team to make a big move? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to hit that subscribe button for more WNBA updates. You won't want to miss what happens next. In our next video, we'll be diving into the biggest WNBA draft prospects, who's set to take the league by storm next season. You won't want to miss it.